Last time, on Just Roll With It, we finally defeated the Sword Man.
He starts stepping back, and then he falls onto his knees, putting both hands on his blade. It was an honor to fight battle with all of you.
That I think I killed God.
Was it you?
I don't think so. I can't lift that axe. That's way too large.
As you look up, you see standing on a ledge of the Red Rock Mountain next to you, you see yourself.
I'm not 100% clear on what happened to me. I'm pretty sure the rest of the guys met up with an old friend.
You hear a voice that some of you recognize. Welcome to Luminessa.
Huh? What?
Jaqua!
I'm not really sure where my journey goes from here, but I guess I'll just have to roll with it. Hey.
Where we last left off, the party had finished combat with the swordsman. Combat ended in a very peculiar way. It left more questions than answers. But with it out of the way, you made it back to the real world. You made it back to where you were before, with Chirp eagerly waiting to continue guiding you. You made your way to the wonderful and very advanced city of Luminessa. Luminessa is a thriving town built on a modern architecture, the likes of which this world has not seen before. Coming in, you learn of Luminessa's very large school, a school of arcana, one that is well pronounced throughout the entire continent. Entering as well, you meet an old familiar friend in the likes of Jaqua. With Jaqua there, you gather some more information about the wharf and what happened after your escape. You learn a little bit about Luminessa from Jaqua, and you learn that this is where he's been hiding for the past couple of weeks or so. Where we left off, the party had begun to split with different goals in mind and different places they wanted to go. Red pursued the Fighting Guild, and a few of you went towards the School of Arcana. And that was where we last left off. So starting out with it, where the fuck we going first, boys?
So it's really just kind of going to be a round robin, isn't it? Because everyone's going sort of a different place.
I heard people saying they want to go different places. So who wants to go where first? Let's start with that. I know Ross, Red is going to the Fighters Guild. I know that.
I just want to make sure Silnan has no specific place he wants to go, right? There wasn't anywhere specific.
That's up
for
to
Silnan.
you,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, that's a you thing. I don't think.
I know. I just don't recall if there was anything that would be.
I
like,
know there was something Taxi wanted to check out.
Yeah, no, I don't think there was anything really big.
But I don't think Silnan.
I feel like Silnan's already dealt with his thing with Jaqua there, so.
Pretty sure Br'aad. I know for a fact Br'aad mentioned he wanted to go see the school.
Oh, it is
That
magic
was-
school. Yeah.
That was one.
Yeah, Silnan's gonna go with Br'aad.
Okay. Velrisa, where are you wanting to go?
Where's everyone going? Skip me?
So, I'll skip you? Okay. Where's Mountain going? You have an entire city in front of you with many different places you could go.
Tavern bar alcohol.
Well, Mountain really just wanted to go to the airship, really, I guess, right? Like that's his only reason for being there.
Okay.
So maybe he'd go check it out. Like check out that area.
I think he's talked about it. I think Taxi wants to branch off on his own sometime either in the evening or just when everyone's settled down and like no one really needs anything of him from the group, and go to the place where the guard person said the fighter trainer guy, hand-to-hand master was at.
Okay.
The old man or whatever his name was.
Mm-hmm.
And go meet.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So you want to do that during the evening? Because it's currently, it's not very late into the day, actually. It's probably only after the talking with Jaqua, it would have hit about little past 3 p.m. So it's getting close to evening, but it's not evening yet.
I think Taxi would run with Br'aad if he's going to the academy for a bit, and then towards the end of the day, when everyone is going to look for a place to sleep, he would branch off. Yeah, I think he's gonna try and do this subtly and not really like explain to everyone what he's doing. He's just gonna try and find a good time to slip off for a bit.
Okay. So Velrisa, where are you going?
Okay,
now?
so can I go to a bank? Like,
yeah,
yeah,
good.
I want to go to a bank and then
Rob it?
go maybe looking. No, fuck off. Go to a look around for magic stores and interesting stores and stuff while we're waiting.
Okay, so you want to go to a bank and then after that do some sort of sightseeing
Yes.
and look around. Okay, that sounds great. Let me go ahead and roll. We'll see who we start with here. Okay, so starting out, we're going to start with Mountain. Mountain, you head to the top level of the city, following the elevator-like structures all the way up. On the very top, you see many of these sky docks, these large sort of wooden U-shaped bridges that these ships park themselves into. Right now, there are only 2 of them actually here at the docking area, but there are plenty of personnel and people moving around. The first thing you notice is that these ships, they do look like a standard sea ship, the way it's shaped, the entire structure of the boat and the top of it is actually shaped, except for the fact the back of it has 2 larger portholes that are full of this very light blue energy that's starting to crystallize around the edges of it.
Okay. So, do I just do something? Do I just like?
Well, I mean, what do you want to do?
I'll just fuck, I don't know. Walk up to. I'm gonna walk up to the ships.
Okay.
Just like near them and just kind of look and see if I can figure out where they're going, like where they go to.
Mm-hmm. As you approach the closest ship, there are several dock hands and people around. You see 2 people who are closest to you. They're off the bridge themselves. They're wearing this this white, very basic robing with these bizarre purple-hued gauntlets. And they are currently moving their hands in this, you can tell easily, it's archonic symbolism. And they seem to be aiming their spells towards the back of the ship, seemingly possibly charging or doing something with the crystals in the back of it.
Okay, so the ships are all magical. Okay. I mean, you really just wanted to check them out. I didn't really want to do much else.
Okay. Looking around the area as well, there doesn't seem to be anybody of a higher personnel around at the moment.
Right.
You do see there's a lot of cargo coming off of one of these ships. So this must be the city's primary commerce sort of transportation, bringing goods in and out. Other points of interest on the top level here, you see a very large vertical stone. It's very skinny, only probably about 3 feet in width, but it sits about 20 feet tall. It's this large gray stone that has these strange carvings going down it vertically. What's that look for, Selnan, huh? What's that look for over there? I see that shit-eating grin.
He's gonna touch it.
Charlie.
What are you 2 doing, huh? What are you pranksters doing? What are the Vangler brothers up to?
notes, bro. I don't understand. Continue, DM.
I really hate you right now. Is that look on your face?
Noted.
I'm gonna fucking end this podcast right here, right now. There's gonna be a dragon attacking Luminessa in about 3 minutes.
Is this for the
Oh,
record?
thank God.
Write that down. 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Is that
Right
on
down.
record?
Dragon coming. Timer.
So that's about the only other point of interest. It's at the top level here. You can see it's the smallest
Right.
level of all of them. It's only mostly just these docks, and there's a few people that look very monistic. They look a little they look like monks. They remind you of Taxi immediately when you see them. The way they're wearing this very just sort of half-geed robing, and they seem to be crowding around that stone, which is on the opposite side of the landing,
Right on.
away from the elevator.
All right, you can move on from me. I don't
Okay.
really have much else to do.
Are you just gonna stay up there then, or?
Yeah, just like hang around up there for a little bit.
All right. So moving on from that, we're going to go to Br'aad and we're gonna move on to Br'aad, Silnan, and Hilltree.
Wait, is Taxi not with us
No,
too?
if Br'aad's going to the
Oh,
academy,
Taxi's going. Taxi's
yeah.
going as well. Yeah. So Taxi's there as well. My bad. Taxi as well. But Hilltree's really the more important one here, obviously.
We're tagging along. We're tagging along with Hilltree.
Oh, yes, of course. He's gonna unleash his inner magic.
Hilltree's the leader of the group.
Dude, I'm so inferior to the other members of the party. I'm just worse than Hilltree now.
No, I mean inferior to like everybody is. Hilltree's the leader of the fucking group. He's the alpha male.
That's true.
He's the silverback. You better watch out.
So, Hiltree, what are you hoping to learn here?
Are we already there?
No, you'll be on the way there. You're heading down. You'll be on the elevator right now, heading back down to the first level of the city. What'd you ask, Hiltree? Sorry.
I asked him what he's hoping to learn at the Magic Academy.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe learn how to cast shooty fire. Something pretty.
One of my personal favorites, Shooty Fire.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
How did the conversation go with? I mean, you kind of stayed behind, so.
Oh yeah, no, that was fine. I still don't know how much I can trust him, but I mean, he has similar interests to me.
Like,
Well, the whole wharf thing, you know, I kind of half feel responsible. We are
I don't
kind of
know
responsible. I mean, we did.
I mean, I'm just assuming you. I mean, you both obviously hate the king, so.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I understand in a sense. I mean, it still doesn't make me trust him, but business is business, right? And it's always been that way in the wharf. So when he stabbed me in the back that one time, like, you know, we vibe and still.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've hurt people too. It's just it happens.
It happens, yeah.
I
okay.
think I'm trusting him for the time being.
I'm gonna remain hopefully optimistic about him, but not completely trust him, you know?
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
I think there's some good in there, despite what he did to you.
I mean, if he plans to take down that king, I'm all for it. Personally. Gosh, should we really be talking about killing a king right now?
You guys are currently in a elevator platform.
I'm
just a
talking
large circular
quietly, that's
platform, and
why-
there are other people on the
I'm
platform.
talking. I'm like leaning in. I'm trying to get into it. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, then it's fine.
They better roll a fucking perception if they're trying to listen. Like,
As long as Br'aad never brings it up, we're good.
if I see someone
Yeah.
looking at them, I'll be like, "Ah, just kidding."
XD.
I'm writing
yes.
a play.
Funny joke.
But yes,
Writing a play.
I trust Axel, I guess. Yeah, I think we can trust him, but we're not going to be dealing with him for a while anyway. We're going to wherever Mountain's headed. Ding, elevator opens.
It's not open.
Silnan says before the elevator ascends for another 20 floors.
The elevator, as it hits the first level, just starts to slowly rumble as it rests onto the ground.
Taxi panics.
And then all the other people begin to get off and start moving in many different
I
directions.
thought we were about to get into a fight. Let's go.
Yeah, people all turn around, they draw swords. And
Every single civilian.
Captain America in the elevator.
Stop! You've broken the law.
they're trying to kill a king.
Not your king.
Hail Hydra.
Oh no.
Oh my god, dude.
So
Anyway, so wait, they're getting off when
We're
you're getting
getting
on.
no, you're getting off the elevator. You've come to the first floor.
We're getting on. Okay.
The first level
Okay.
as you walk off, and you can already see there is a large wooden sign that's engraved that says "This way to Luminesce's School of the Arcane Arts."
I've never been to the arcane school or a arcane school. I mean, specifically never this one.
I mean,
I haven't either. I'm hoping they're cool. I don't know.
I mean, I've only ever lived in the wharf, and there wasn't much for magic around there. So I mean,
To my knowledge,
Should be.
I mean, most schools it's for, you know,
I don't even think there were many schools in the wharf now that I think about it.
I mean, for scholars and not really people like me who just, I didn't learn magic through books, and I don't think Br'aad did either.
I'm from the trees.
So how did you learn magic?
I mean, I don't know. I think you can notice that all the nature around me gives me my power.
Okay, yeah, but how did you
I
learn
could
that?
just talk to trees instead of. Oh man.
Probably. If you felt that much of a connection with it.
Wait, so could I talk to trees and unlock some kind of like inner, deeper, latent power? I walk to a tree.
Give it a shot. Are there any trees? Are there any trees around?
There are. There are actually small tropical trees that are planted in sand on the sides of this road you're walking down.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to a tree and put my arm around it.
It's a little prickly.
Showed some schmooze.
You're doing it.
Ow.
I think it requires more practice than that.
He's beginning to believe.
I'd like to roll charisma for this.
Okay, go ahead and seduce the tree.
And Br'aad, maybe you can't, since you kind of set a meadow on fire.
I got a 19.
If that tree had eyes, oh buddy.
Oh baby, I think
Yeah,
it
I'm
likes
feeling
me.
a weird connection between you two.
I'm uncomfortable.
I fear the hormonal energy of this tree.
What a weird kink, Silnan.
This tree's about to drop acorns. We better move quick.
Yeah, I'm
All
not
right.
curious. Are you trying to...
Heading down the.
Go ahead. No, it's
No,
fine.
no, go ahead. Go ahead if you guys are continuing. You guys are continuing that bit. Go ahead.
No,
I
I
think
wasn't.
It's over.
I get on their way. Are you trying to learn something there, Br'aad? You looked interested when...
Me?
I mean, you peeked. You're interested. I mean, your eyes, they glue, they whoa, and then...
What are you doing? What are you saying? Stop. Yeah, I mean, anything to sort of get me closer to the end goal here. But I like magic. It's like one of the very few things I'm pretty good at. So yeah, I want to pick up some more. I hope they're not too snooty in there.
Whoop-how. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I'm thinking I might be able to learn some magic. I feel like I'm just as capable as Br'aad, if not more.
I mean, did you see
I
that
think I could
tree?
pick up
Did you
some
see the way
magic.
that tree was?
That tree was really
the way
into
that tree
me.
would have been looking at you. Wow.
Yeah,
felt
Sonnen,
it.
you'll do great there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
As you head down this white brick road, it leads to a very, very large estate.
Wow.
As you look around you, you see there are fountains to the left and to the right, paths that go around them, wrapping into hedge mazes and floral gardens. The front garden here is ginormous and beautiful, wondrous. You see a lot of people of varying age groups moving around. Some older people in initiate robings, or some more detailed. Professors, you see students. A lot of Dragonborn is the most prominent race you really see amongst the crowd as you see passing. A good bit of elves as well, along with humans, but there is more Dragonborn here than you've seen anywhere else.
A lot of Dragonborn.
And as you pass through an open gate, an open iron gate with a white bricked sort of wall surrounding the estate, you see in front of you this wondrous building. It's about 4 stories high, and there are multiple buildings that are circular, connected by very tall hallway looking connections. It's these 4-story vertical walls. It's wrapping around. Probably you can see off in your vision hundreds of feet to the left and to the right. This building itself is almost the same size as the city.
This
Wow.
doesn't look like a place they'll let us just sit in for a class, you know?
No, I feel like I could
just
take a single class here and my bloodline would be in debt for generations.
Well, ooh, never mind. I wasn't gonna say there's only 2 of you.
Yikes.
Yikes, dude. I don't say that.
Taxi keeps his morbid thoughts to himself.
I'm trying to grow and be a better
Brad's
man.
eyes just snap to his mouth.
Taxi, make a charisma saving throw to not crack a smile. Could you imagine?
Oh, dude, I got a 15 plus whatever charisma I have. Plus, I got a 16. I did it.
The world will never know of that morbid joke Taxi thought of.
Mm-mm.
Just sits in the back of his mind. He just clears his throat really quick.
Maybe we can pay to get, some information or some spells or books. Maybe they'll let us sit in the library or something.
Maybe they'll let us sit in the library and then we can learn how to shoot fireballs and it'll be awesome.
I don't know how to learn magic from books, so.
Silnan, what if we take a tour and we steal something cool?
Oh, this is where I thought this was gonna go.
No. This is where it's good. Listen.
We're
We're never gonna be here again. We catch a ship. We just take something cool. It'll be a souvenir.
I actually had a really good idea on the way over here. I don't support stealing,
Was it stealing?
but
But
I support
Oh.
you two getting stronger. Now, what if?
What does that mean?
I'm not gonna steal. But what if
But
Okay.
I turn into a dog and I run around, and no one could catch me because I'll be too fast.
No one can catch me. I am a dog.
And I cause I cause a complete distraction, just chaos in the school as they all try and chase this dog down.
Why would they all try and chase the
Because
dog?
I'll
It's
bark
just
and
a
stuff,
dog.
obviously. And then,
Oh, this is a great idea.
and then, I run out the door, and you guys have already grabbed a few. Whatever you're gonna do, I don't know. I'm not a part of this. I'm just a dog.
You're a dog. What do you know?
Exactly.
You're just a dog running around.
And then I run out the door, and I find a place to jump in and hide, and poof, I'm back. And then I walk back in, and I wait for you guys to come out, and then we go. Or
I can see no
Oh.
possible way that this plan could go
I
wrong.
just ask somebody some information. Or you can.
I like the dog one. I have to say, I really, really, really like. Do the dog one. Do the dog. Turn into a dog. Yes? Let's do it.
No, we should probably find the library
Listen, all I know
first.
is that this is a magic school, and there's probably a lot of magic items in there, and those are pretty.
Something tells me that they'll be not easily accessible.
Whatever.
They could probably fetch a pretty penny. You like that? You're gonna be a dog. You'll get it in like 3 minutes. It'll be so funny.
I'm not gonna play. No. We should find the library first, or at least a target, right? You guys, I don't know. I completely skipped out on last heist because I didn't want to steal from that place. I don't want to steal at all. Stealing's wrong. I've lost the plan. I don't know what the plan is anymore. I've lost it. I don't know.
Let's go scope it out. Yeah? Let's go scope it out. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go scope it out, man. We're gonna go scope.
Okay. My favorite brand of mouthwash.
That's what I'm drinking right now.
As you enter, please don't be drinking mouthwash. That's disgusting.
Gotta stay minty
Dies.
fresh, dude.
Gotta keep my lungs minty fresh. Gotta breathe that shit into.
Gotta take acid damage.
So, as you guys walk closer to the Institute, you notice there are these chirp-looking beings around. You see, only every once in a while, you'll see a much larger than the rest of the bodies that pass by. This autonomous group of people that seem to just be a bit less sentient than Chirp, even. They just seem to be guarding and patrolling, walking around the estate, the property. Well, you pass by and you walk up a very large set of granite stairs to enter the main lobby of the school. As you walk inside, the flooring is tiled with brown and white ceramic. There are chandeliers hung to light the inside as it is very dark in here. There's not a lot of windows. You can see already in the lobby here these tall, 20, 30 feet tall wooden bookshelves lined and stacked with books wrapping around all the nearby walls. Up a couple floors above you, over overhanging railings, you can see more bookshelves and more going up and up. As you enter, a dragonborn male approaches you. He's a tall...
Someone has PTSD flashbacks.
He's tall, about the same height as Taxi, and I can't hear Br'aad.
I said, and he's coming for your mouth, so it would have been okay if you didn't.
So the Dragonborn walks up. He has a very light blue scaling with occasional white accents along his neck line. You can see a few on his cheekbones as well. He approaches and kind of looks over you guys, very, very inquisitive, very curious. Hello. What can I help you?
Hello.
Hi, yeah, we're here to learn.
Pardon me?
Magic.
We are looking for information on the school and how to get in, and like the library, maybe that if we could like sit in the library or I mean they know, we know some magic. I mean,
We're passing through the town. We do some magic stuff. We got some cool spells. Kablam! That was fucking lightning. This guy, he wants to learn.
What did you just cast?
Who knows? You don't. I'm that good. This guy here wants to learn shooty flame. You guys have probably got
I
that.
don't.
We're just here for a few days. We thought we'd stop by and check the place out and maybe pick up a few. Kablow! That was more. There's more lightning.
He puts his fingers up to a dangling orb off his earring and goes, Yes, gods.
No, wait, no, don't, no, we're not here to cause any distress. You don't have to cause, we haven't even gone in yet. We're already gonna.
Or we've already done this. We were wondering, do you offer a tour?
Wow.
You want a tour of the school?
Oh, just
Yes, it looks very
just
interesting.
information.
Um,
We're not gonna hurt anybody.
Unless the school doesn't offer tours for whatever reason.
well,
We are interested in this place a lot.
one condition. Stop with the magic. No more of that.
This is a
You're not registered users of the school. You're not permitted to cast spells on the school grounds.
No, I was just saying kablow.
the magic is your imagination.
No casting magic. None of that.
No, okay.
Not without permission from someone of a higher stature.
Just casting magic, or sorry, no, I get it. No magic.
Be polite and listen to what you're told. You are guests here, and you can be kicked out at any moment, so you don't comply. Right? Perfect.
Okay.
course, Professor
yeah,
Moy,
yeah.
can you come to the first floor, please? There's some eager guests wanting a tour. He'll be with you in a moment. Sits down somewhere here, close by. Don't wander off. Stay here. And then he turns coat and just
And then I
runs.
kill him.
Speed
And
walks.
then I chase after him and pounce on
Wait,
him
did he
and kill him. Huh?
he said don't wander off. Does that mean we wander
No,
off?
what? I thought you could read and write. I don't know what that means. Can we backtrack? I was gonna say I thought you were smarter, but I don't know that. No, we stay put like we were told, Sildon. We almost completely messed it up. He said
No.
gods. No.
No.
We almost got kicked out immediately. Why do we
I
give
was
off that
joking around.
presence?
He was joking around. We were both joking around. We were having a good time. I thought it went pretty well.
It went awful. It went terrible.
A few more moments pass, and a gentleman enters this first lobby. He's about average height, I'd say average height. He's just a male human, very fair, tan skin, a pretty average sized mustache grows on his face, curling at the edges, and his black, short and swept hair starting to gray on the roots.
Taxi kind of turtles behind the two.
As he approaches, you notice his purple cloak he's wearing that lays over his robe that are blackened with very small accents of dark maroon reds patterned throughout it. He walks with a quarterstaff as well. As he approaches, you immediately notice as well the most important detail you can see in his face that you can't stop staring at is that his eyes are a very deep violet, and it's something you've never seen before. You've never seen a person with purple eyes. It's bizarre. Very strange for a normal person to have just purple pupils.
So what's up with the eyes?
Did you actually say that?
Going straight for it, huh?
Did you actually say that? Was it just Sildon just fucking? I can't tell what's in. I can't tell what's canon anymore because you guys are tracked everything.
Commit.
Committing.
Oh, that's not very polite.
Oh my! I'm so sorry. My name is Sylvan. I'm just wondering about your eyes.
I was born with them.
Oh.
They're mine.
Yeah, most people are. Jeez, Silman.
Anyway,
No.
he holds his hand out to shake all of yours and says, "I am Professor Moy. Moy Golero. That's me full name, but call me Moy. It's much simpler.
What does that stand for in English?
I wish I knew."
I still
Jesus
turtle
Christ.
behind them. I don't really go for the handshake.
I go for that handshake. I wind up for. Oh wait, how does he do the handshake?
He uses his left hand, and it's very firm, pressed
Okay,
handshake.
I wind up my right hand and then I go, oh shit, and I go over to my other one because it's that one now. And then I come in. I'd like to roll to do the perfect handshake. I want to make a great impression.
All right, charisma check.
Yikes.
As expected.
It's a 9.
It's a
The
9.
mighty one. The
Mhm.
mighty number.
So, you kind of forgot that earlier as you were walking to the school, you kind of went to pat Hilltree on the back. And
no,
when you did this,
no.
you felt a very weird wet substance on the back of his shoulder
Don't give me
And-
pee hands,
and
Jared.
quickly pulled away from Hilltree and kind of didn't wipe all that residue off your hand.
So you're telling me I've had pee on my hands for like the last 20 minutes?
Maybe a very small amount. And when you go in for the handshake, when you press against it, you immediately feel something moist in between your fingertips. And it's very uncomfortable, and you can see the look of his face that he doesn't really enjoy it either.
I just smile and I like peel my hand off of his.
Oh my god. You know how like I was fuck dude. Oh my god, Texas got the fucking dark lines.
He quickly casts prestidigitation and cleans his hand up a bit. And, right.
I don't do the same. I don't do the same.
You're here for the tour, correct?
Yes, we'd love to see the place.
Wonderful. What before we start, I want to ask what brought you here? Why are you here in Luminessa?
Catching an airship.
Oh, the airships. They're quite wonderful, are they
Yeah,
not?
Well, yeah, we just got done with fixing the Baron back there, and so we were heading through and just had to catch a quick.
Excuse me?
Had to quit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the bear.
Yeah. No, we
Baron's
just had
gone.
to
That's
catch
right.
a quick ship. Mm-hmm.
You mean the cursed land that's been there for half a century?
Yeah, no, we broke that curse. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
no,
I
we
mean, it
didn't.
wasn't
No,
a huge.
not-
It wasn't like a huge deal once you were in there. I mean, like.
I mean, just like 12, 15 foot tall demons.
So we
and
took
stuff
care
trying
of
to
that.
kill you.
Only
and
15 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing.
there's
Easy
also
peasy.
like 50 feet octopus demons that just no big deal.
The forest is back to normal.
If that is true, then that's a wonderful feat. I'll have to do a rain check on that. If that's true, then I welcome heroes of that stature into our school.
We're so
No,
humble.
it was nothing. Thank you, though.
It was a lot.
As I said, I am Professor Moy. I am a scholar here in the arcane art of gravity manipulation.
Ooh. Are you able to show an example?
Haven't you rode the elevators? Aren't you here for the airships?
Did you do That's
Oh.
very cool.
I am
Where I
not
come
to
from, thing only go down.
not to play my own flute, but I'm the forerunner here, and the knowledge of manipulating gravity to your own will using magic. It's something I was able to do very early on as a child, even. It's a very bizarre web of the arcane arts, but it's very helpful for us, and it even shows a connection between science and magic. It's interesting, and as you can see from the city and its new layout, its new architecture, it helps us with minimizing how much forest has to be removed from the actual land by building our cities vertically.
Just out of curiosity, completely ignoring the forest part. Can you like take someone's like gravity away and they just whoop all the way up, like gone, like just out?
Well, hey, taxi, make a wisdom saving
This isn't
throw.
funny. What are you doing to me? What?
Just auto fail it. Just auto fail.
Did you guys ever have that fear as kids that gravity?
I rolled a natural motherfucking 1, Jared. What did you do?
You rolled a natural one.
Yeah.
Nice.
As Taxi says this, he doesn't start ascending. He instead just starts to slowly flip over. His head staying in about the same area of elevation, just his body slowly coming off the ground and going upside down.
Oh, don't mind him. He's a bit of an acrobat. So this gravity magic.
Well, I've been upside down before, but could you stop?
He snaps his fingers and releases it.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, his spine! You broke his spine!
I thought cats landed on their feet.
Not when I'm upside down, I don't.
I help him up.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, that was I.
So, dude,
well,
seriously, do they go all the way up and never stop, or?
It's different than that. You see, the gravity here is only pertained to our plane of existence. So even without gravity, you can't move into a different plane, if that makes sense.
Oh.
If I was to leave you without your gravity, and the one of the air itself, you would possibly float around the dome of the material plane until you eventually died of the lack of air.
Oh, that's worse. I was just curious. Thank you.
But anyway, as I said, I'm humbled to have you here at the School of the Arcane Arts here in Luminessa. What are you interested
Of course.
in?
No worries, Taxi. You just didn't understand the gravity of the situation.
I see that you're a druid. I can see that very easily.
I make the jokes, yeah.
In the background.
How?
Um,
Yeah.
And you yourself, you're also a spellcaster, the one with the blonde hair.
Yes, I'm a
What?
bard. I do the boop, boop, boop.
What are your interests? What would you like to see? The grounds here of the school are
Someone
very
doesn't
big,
have
and
any magic.
if we were to cover it all, it would take us more than just a day.
What would you consider the most interesting or valuable thing to see?
Once again, I would say the gravity manipulation, my specialty, my branch of the school.
Well, I guess I was just curious. I mean, do you really teach druids here, or?
Druids, we don't teach them. There are branches here that study druidic magic, the causes of it, the reasoning for it, and the sort of the finer details. But here on the grounds, we physically are not allowed to teach druidic magic, as we are not druids. Druids tend to stay very, well, out of cities like this. Their knowledge pertains to the nature, and that's where they stay.
Oh, that's sort of what I expected. I was just wondering, but I mean, I'm here just supporting these two. So I'm unless there's any advice you have for somebody like me, I will just tag along.
Well, I'm sure if you spoke to some of the professors over at the druidic area, I'm sure they would have plenty of insight and information that could help you. And you could even probably help them with the knowledge you have of the arts. But come, let's move forward. I will show you a bit of what we're working on right now in my branch. How's that sound?
Sure.
Wonderful, right this way. And he beckons and taps his quarterstaff on the ground a few times before jollily walking towards a staircase.
Jared, I think I will go talk to them, the druid branch, after this, for sure.
Okay. Well, as you guys make your way following him, we're going to cut over to Velrisa.
Hey!
Velrisa.
Welcome to the wonderful adventures of Velrisa the Tiefling, coming this fall.
I pre-ordered.
Did you?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it makes like that sick legendary skin.
Oh shit.
Lucky motherfucker.
And 1,600 Microsoft points.
Oh shit! And you got the season pass with it too. That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, so you head to a bank. There's actually one on the level you were currently on beforehand, which would be the 4th level.
Well, that's convenient.
It's a pretty large bank as well. As soon as you come near it, you can see these pillars made of marble that hold up the front sort of overhanging area of the bank. And you can see a set of large double doors currently wide open. You can see a tan interior with not a lot of traffic going in and out, but it seems to be still pretty lively in there, just not super busy as you enter.
Okay.
Looking around, you see there are quite a few quote unquote tellers that the bank would have. There are just people sitting at desks, and behind them there are 2 brass poles about 5 feet high, only about 3 feet apart from each other, sitting behind these people at the desks. And there are lines circling around, waiting to speak to them.
Well, I join the line.
You would go for the shortest line, waiting about 5 minutes for your turn. You speak to a pretty old-looking female halfling. She's starting to gray, and she wears these very oversized glasses, square-shaped on the front of her face. She's currently pulling them up to keep them on the bridge of her nose, so she's writing down some notes from the last person as you approach, and she looks up at you. Yes, what is it? How can I help you today?
Hi, I've come here because I'm supposed to have money held in an account for me somewhere.
Held an account for you somewhere. Okay, I can help you with that. Give me one moment. She kind of shuffles through the papers, and then she pulls out a scroll that is still tapered, and as she undoes it and pulls it out, you can see the sort of small glint of magic effect coming off of this sort of aura that you can sense being a cleric as she unravels it. What was the name of the account? Would you know? A family name, first name, something.
Maybe by the name of Grey Rock, perhaps.
Grey Rock. We do have something here for a Velrisa, Grey Rock.
Correct.
Let's see here. It looks like currently in your funds, there is. You see the exact amount. We have that written down. I know we do. And it was a fat fucking stack.
Hella bread.
Huh?
Wait, what? Wait, what's going on?
I'm getting hella bread.
Is Velrisa secretly rich?
I think that's exactly what's happening right now.
So 1 second while I calculate the exact amount we have here, because it's a lot.
Velrisa's just gonna come out with the drip when we see her again.
I actually really want to see art of Velrisa just decked out in like fashion, you know, like blinged up.
Walking out with stepping out of a Rolls.
for real, bro. Yeah, I mean,
In your account here, in your part of it at least here, we have 12,410 gold pieces.
Holy shit.
Wait, what?
wait, what the fuck?
12,410 gold pieces.
Holy shit.
Yo.
I was expecting like 200. I was like, let's
Withdraw
go.
everything, get robbed.
What she got rolled in her life events that she has enough money to live a comfortable life for 17 years. It's an inheritance from her family.
Velrisa, I'm expecting gifts. Velrisa, I'm expecting gifts. Give me a staff, please, Velrisa.
And the comfortable wealth of D&D is 2 gold a day. So calculating that 17 years is 6,205 days times 2 for the gold. That's 12,410.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
well, technically, you guys don't know about this money I just acquired.
Yeah,
so-
nobody knows except for
Yeah, no, nobody
Oh
knows.
my god, dude.
But out of character, what the fuck?
She kills a child and then takes the money and runs.
Were you wanting to make a withdrawal? What's your plan for your currency here?
Are you sure that's the right name?
Yes. Is there a problem with it? Was there supposed to be more?
No, I don't think that's it. Yes, I would like to make a withdrawal.
Okay, how much?
12,000 gold?
That's a lot of gold.
How would you carry that?
You want to withdraw 12,000?
Is that too much at once? I've never had that much.
Well, unless you've got a wagon with you, I don't think you can carry that. That's a. Let's see how much gold. Let's see how much that weighs. First of
Do
all,
they not have like I don't know if is it called platinum or is it?
you can, but that's still gonna be a lot of platinum.
There's no.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be
And-
120.
Yeah, and you can't.
Wait, no, 1,000.
And you can't just get 1,120 platinum. That shit's too rare. That'd be like all
I
the
got
platinum
you.
they have.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, 50 gold pieces is a pound.
Mhm.
So
Oh, we don't have.
If
Oh,
we
yeah, that's right. We don't
take
have like
12,410.
we don't have like a bag of holding or anything right now.
I'll go buy a bag of holding with all my wealth.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That is 250 pounds of gold.
No, I'm good. I can carry
That's
them.
250 pounds of gold.
I'm sorry if this is meta, but that might be a good idea if we had a bag.
Well, see, the reason I'm saying like acting like this is because Velrisa grew up poor. She doesn't know how much of this money weighs.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. But like, also 12,000 is more than it. You can't even carry that in a fucking bag. That's like you're gonna be pulling a fucking.
Wait, no, I understand. This isn't a dude. In RPGs, you have millions of gold. Explain that shit.
Video games.
All right. How much would be a reasonable amount to carry in one's pocket?
One's pocket?
A few hundred, maybe.
I mean, it depends on what you're planning to do. If you're planning on spending it or not. But I mean, if I had to give you a suggestion, girl, I'd say 600.
Right. I'll do 600 then.
Right. Okay. So after your withdrawal, there will be. You have 11,810 gold still in the bank.
All right.
And 600 gold now on you. She asked for your signature. You have to sign a few documents. And then after a while, a group of goblins wheel out a very decently sized coin purse for you and hand it to you.
I thank them.
They don't say anything, and they go back towards the back room. She goes, "All right, well, is there anything else you'll be needing today?"
No, this is all. Thank you very much.
All right, well, I hope you have a wonderful day, and if you need anything else, don't hesitate to come back.
I walk out, but I'm kind of like checking behind me just to make sure this isn't like a prank or something,
Really?
you know.
You're waiting for Ashton Kutcher to fucking jump out from behind something.
Fucking prank.
Waiting for Ashton Kutcher to pop out. Dimension door out and be like, all right. You head out of the bank and you begin your sightseeing. Go ahead and make a there's an investigation check, general investigation check, not a high DC or anything, just to see how much you sightsee before you get bored and eventually stop. 10. Okay. We'll get back to that. We're moving over to Mr. Red. Mr. Red Riot Ross.
I'm heading out.
Yeah, that's you.
So Red, you head towards the Fighters Guild. You head to the second level of the city using the elevator. And you see it's a tower, probably about 5 stories tall. And occasionally up the sides of the tower, you can see balconies that come off into smaller buildings and huts that are actually attached to the sides of the tower by these little bridges. As you approach it, there is currently outside, there's a pretty open area just on this sort of cobblestone platform where there are a few blacksmiths creating weapons, some fletchers with bows and arrows, sort of crafting them and fine-tuning them, and a lot of people outside with training dummies, targets, just practicing. It seems to be a very open area for training of this kind. You can count probably about 20 or so people just in the general area training in some sort of art as you approach, some sort of combat art.
I'm gonna just walk up and kind of yell out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, does anyone know where I need to go to apply or what? So I can just join. How do I get in? I can make Sparky Hand. That helps.
An orc looks over. An orc with a bit of a darker gray tone to his skin. He's currently fully shirtless and he was finishing off a sword that he is forging. He looks over and goes, you wanting to join the guild, eh?
Yeah, I guess. I'm a little lost here. I've gone through quite an ordeal, but short story,
ordeal,
yeah.
Right. Here, come with me. I'll show you. We can talk. Guildmaster's actually in right now, so you picked a good time. He stands up and leads you inside. You follow him up a few sets of circular staircases to the 3rd level of this tower, winding through a few hallways and then going to the very last door of one of them on the end. It opens and you see a man, human, standing in there behind a desk. The desk currently is laid out with different battle maps, pinned down by darts and daggers. He seems a bit old, probably you'd guess 50s, just by looking at him, mid to late 50s. His brown hair starting to gray on parts as well, with a very straggly beard that goes down the neck. He's hunched over, currently not wearing any armor, just a basic white cotton shirt and trousers. He looks up and, who's this one? It's, he said he wanted to join the guild. I thought, you'd want to speak to him. Right, okay. Come on in, lad.
Thank you, large lad.
Thank you, large boy. You walk inside. There's only 3 other people in there right now. One of them just sort of gives off this aura of intimidation as you walk past. He's a very large stature, almost 6'8" in height, you'd guess, with very broad, wide, and muscled shoulders. He's wearing a full bear's pelt as not only a shirt, but it comes up as a hat with the head of it. He looks down at you with a lot of scars covering the cheeks and the nose area from different blade slashes. The very stoic face as you pass by him. The other 2, they seem like high-ranking fighters. You can tell by the sort of the insignias and the detail in their armor that they have some sort of status. As you walk in, the man who was originally speaking to you kind of just gives you a very quick up and down look and, so why are you here? Why do you want to join the guild?
Well, A, I'm feeling pretty weak. B, I was recommended to come here. So, it'd be a nice fresh place to start. And I whip out the business card that I was given and I show it to the lad. Mm-hmm. Then I whip out the mushroom boy.
Mushroom boy. He's very small right now. He's actually about only this big, like probably about the size of 2 Tic Tacs.
And I like it.
Did he shrink?
He's shrinking very slowly. He's eventually he's eventually going to just out of existence.
What the fuck?
Or he'll always be there, but just so small
that we'll
you'll
never know. We'll never know. Okay, one second.
So small now. You shrunk quite a bit, but do you like?
Do you like?
Just kind of lift him, pop him on the desk. I'm assuming there's a desk.
There's a desk. Yes, you can easily put him down.
Yeah, just place him on the desk.
He starts playing with one of the darts that are attached to the map. Hardly be able to move it though because he is incredibly small.
Yes.
You said you feel weak. Did something happen? What's that about?
Well, I did drink some goop.
Awesome.
I won't go into too much detail.
Stop right there. Stop. You drank goop.
Right, yeah.
What does that mean? What does that entail? What are you referring to? Is it a drug?
Well, it was magic goop.
So a drug.
Definitely not. I don't think it was drugs. Found it in a well.
That makes it even more suspicious. Where was this well? Where were you?
Well, I was at a mountain caught on a time loop. I could go further into detail. It was magic goop, and I don't know the specifics, but worked well the first time. Drank, saw some crazy stuff, learned a little bit about myself. Second time, not great. Lost everything.
You had powers before, is that what you're saying?
I am saying that. I was so strong, and they're gone now. Well, I mean, kind of. They've changed. I have Sparky Hand. I can do Fire Hand, too. These are new.
That's interesting. What was your name, by the way? I didn't catch it.
Red Boy.
Red.
Call me Red.
Okay.
Or Boy. Or Red Boy.
That's all the options.
I'll stick to Red, thank you. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Red, and I'm sorry to hear about your powers. My name is Soren. I am the guildmaster here.
Well, it's nice to meet you. I don't have a perfect handshake, do I?
I mean, you probably have a pretty decent handshake. What's your charisma?
Make him roll
no
for it.
perfect
Make him roll
handshake.
for it. I had to do a P shake. I had to do a P handshake.
Fucking 18 plus 4, so 22.
Did you roll?
I can.
Yeah, go. Roll for me. Let's do a little roll. Let's do a little roll and see, just to entertain Br'aad.
I also got a 9.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, he touched Childry's back.
A 9 in total?
A 9. What do I have any like bonus?
Your charisma modifier, yeah. Whatever the plus is from charisma.
Oh, it's plus 4.
Okay. So 12 or 13, my bad. 13, yes. It's a pretty standard handshake. Pretty normal.
Woo.
Better than slimy hill tree bizarre
Slime.
mucus that is unidentified to this day.
P handshake.
He gives you a very firm handshake. So you've lost your powers, and you still have some sort of residual energy there. So you want to fight? Is that what I'm getting? Is that what I'm hearing from you?
I'd like to be a little more capable. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you're just what I need, Mr. Boy.
Mr. Bully. Yes, that's me.
The Magnus are looking for strong, adamant fighters. I can see in your eyes you're...
well, I am adamant.
You're a bit wild as well. I can tell by looking at you.
Yeah.
We'll work on that. Every
What?
flame can be tended to. Every hearth can be controlled. So, what say you? Would you like to join?
Yes. Yeah. I would love to join.
All right, we'll get started with training right away. Go ahead and head down to the first floor. Meet with Arcadius. He'll get you the armor that you need.
Armor. Ugh. Oh, walking around in just a tarp. This is fantastic.
Some
This sounds
standard
great.
training gear to get you started, and we'll see where we can go from there.
Fantastic.
Meet with me later this evening before I head back on my mission, and we can talk more.
Okay. Well, thank you. That was easier than I expected.
I'll catch you later, Red. And he turns back around and starts talking to the men around the table again.
Okay, and then I leave.
You begin heading down with a new life in tow. New ideals, new objectives in mind. And temporarily here, it looks like this is where Red parts away with the party.
Oh, goodbye.
Red's story is not yet over. And it will still be a part of the storyteller's line. His book is still written, and it is still there. And we'll learn more about it later down the line in the sands of time.
I love you. Goodbye. guys, thanks for listening to Just Roll With It. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. Or I guess them. Make sure you follow Just Roll With It on Twitter at JRWI Show. If you want to talk about it, tweet at us. It's a good time. We love it. I've been getting and seeing so much art, and it's all just nuts. And honestly, just thank you guys. It's incredibly. It's just awesome. It's just fucking awesome. Okay. You should join the Discord, which I'm sure there's a link for that someone else can put audio for that says join this Discord. Rate us on iTunes, like the YouTube videos and stuff. Support us on Patreon. Everything helps. Thank you everyone for listening. Get back right into the show now. And yeah, I think I'm fucked. I don't know. Have fun.
So, mountain.
So yeah.
So, yeah, I'm a mountain. You're still kind of just sitting up on the top level, right?
Yeah, just kind of like wandering around, maybe sleeping on a bench. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Just doing
He's a
whatever.
homeless fucking dwarf now.
This is homeless. I would say you're probably just sitting on a bench, relaxing. Chirp approaches. Chirp comes up and goes, Mountain, hello.
Hi. Yeah, hi. Chirp.
What are you doing up here by yourself? You seem lonely.
I was just checking out the airships and just the area, I guess.
Oh, well, here, I brought you this. He reaches behind me, pulls out a very small little yellow flower, and hands it to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, it was small, so it reminded me of you.
You're kind of funny for a metal guy.
I don't understand.
Right. Well, should we, do you know where the others are?
I could probably find them quite easily. They leave a trail.
Well, all right. Why don't you lead the way then? Take me to...
Well, first, and he points
whichever-
off to the left where there is a ship just now coming into one of the bridges, one of the sky bridges. It's unlike the others in the fact that the color of it is much darker. The wood itself is all stained to the point where it's almost a black in color with occasional hints of yellow stained into the wood as well. It's a much larger ship than the rest. As it pulls into the harbor, he goes, "That's our ship right there."
Why did he turn anime?
that one?
Sorry.
My voice, it's not supposed to be, but like my voice is super fucking like raw right now. So I keep getting that little bit of like gravel in there that makes it kind of anime sounding, and I can't help it. It just
makes it
super anime.
That one there?
Yes, that's the one.
Do we have to take it now?
No, we're fine to wait. They just came in after all. I'm sure they'll want a drink and maybe a hooker.
Yeah, probably. So what are you suggesting? Should we go check out the ship or go back and find the others?
That's a you kind of decision. Choices are hard for me. I don't have a brain.
All right, well, let's regroup with the others and then maybe go check out the ship.
All right, I will track them down. And he turns around and starts walking towards the elevator.
Stealth check.
It's too late. All right.
It's too late.
So, moving on from that.
Silnan sneezes.
So, Velrisa,
Hi.
after you do a bit of this sort of sightseeing, looking around, looking at the way the city itself is built. The first level seems to be the busiest of the city. You can tell that there's a lot of foot travel throughout the days. There's a lot of much larger buildings around. People wearing very casual clothing, just buttoned up overcoats and fine trousers. Very business orientated looking people. Possibly this is more of the work district of the city. From there up to the third level is mostly markets, banks, work buildings. Fourth level is residential, more upper class with a bit of middle class. The fifth level starts to trickle down into a lower class. where then the 6th and 7th level are more attraction sort of buildings, places to eat, fun things to do, and then the Sky Harbor on the very top.
Okay. I head to the. I guess I kind of just like walk around like most of the. Like I started like the first floor and just kind of look around.
Okay.
And just,
On the elevator, you will run into Mountain and Chirp.
I found one.
hey, Mountain.
What? Oh, hey, Velrisa.
Where are you headed to?
Chirp's taking me to the others.
Right. I'm just going to find a market or something.
Oh,
Maybe look for something to buy.
What are you looking for? Anything specifically?
I kind of want something magic, something interesting.
That's gonna cost you a lot of money.
Yeah, I can always look though. Maybe get some ideas for the future.
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, we could come along with you if you want.
If all of you would like to come, I mean, I know some of them are busy.
I mean, just me and Chirp. We don't have. I mean, we could not go find them and we could just come with you instead.
Well, do you have anything urgent you need to bring to them?
No, just bored, I guess.
All right. Feel free to tag along then. I'm just gonna go just walk around.
Are we changing our course of action?
Yeah, we're gonna follow Purple Lady, Velrisa.
Okay, I will leave Predator mode.
I didn't know you were in Predator mode.
I whispered around Predator mode.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, moving on to Silnan, Br'aad, Taxi, and Hilltree. You guys follow Professor Moy up to the 3rd level and then down a very large wing of the building. The main thing you see in the central hallway of this wing is this large, dark, black, almost like a metal of a coating of this ball. It's probably about the size of a wagon, I'd say, in size, and it's floating in a podium. There's a small little podium, like a well, an empty well below it, and it just floats there in between these two different beams of energy. As you enter, there are several doors to the left and right leading to classrooms, workshops, and other bits and baubles.
Moy, what is that?
Oh, yes, that is, it's this strange material we found in the outer plane. Limbo has this strange sort of metalloid material floating around that seems to have its own stationary gravity centered inside of it. We're still doing some research on it, but it's, a bit chaotic, so I wouldn't suggest touching.
What would happen if you touched it? Would you get stuck in limbo?
Well, you would also be kicked out of the school.
I would never do that, ever. I would never. I Silnan really hard.
Yes, anyway,
Don't
right this way, please.
touch it.
And here is, this is workshop 3A right here. This one is, where I mostly teach the students the power to manipulate your own gravity.
Can I try that?
You want to just roll for it?
I hate to inform you, but that's not something you can just jump right into. It takes years of practice to even learn
Who
this
says?
web of arcana.
I got this.
Would you really
I got
like to
this.
try?
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I would actually. I feel like I could do pretty good.
Here, then come inside. He leads you inside. It's a very open room where the walls, floor and ceiling are all padded by this very cushiony, almost feeling like a sheep's wool in density and feel.
You know, I learned how to read and write in less than a minute, so I'm feeling pretty powerful right now.
Every time you guys speak, you're more of an enigma.
Oh, I forgot.
Right. Anyway, so you said you wanted to try it. You really, really think you can just do it like that?
Why not? You know, I don't see why. I feel like I'm pretty great.
All right, sure. Go ahead and try.
Maybe we can all.
I'm gonna roll to try.
Okay. Roll a d20, and I want you to add your Arcana modifier.
+0, so that's a 19.
That's a 19 exactly.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Okay.
good.
Silnan,
Nothing happens. Nice.
you stand in the center of the room, and you begin to try to reach into yourself some sort of well of magic or some sort of energy. As you feel your way inside of yourself, feeling your own aura and your own energy, you focus in, and to the rest of you for a second, you start to feel this aura coming off of Silnan to the magic users in the room. You start to feel a chaotic energy, very underlying, start to roll through the room.
I look at Br'aad with like sweat.
I look at Taxi with even more perspiration.
So much perspiration.
It's gross.
Silnan's body begins to outline in this purple energy, outlining his entire form, his entire silhouette. And for a brief second, he hovers off the ground about a foot. And then, Silnan, I'll need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Let's go. This is where I fail it and I go like evil berserk mode.
Well, that's so awesome.
Okay, actually, that is a 19. That's an 18,
18 plus 1.
I'm getting a lot of 19.
As you close your eyes, you actually start to feel your body lifting off the ground, but you can't open your eyes. You start to hear this cackling inside of you. You start to feel, you can feel all the blood pumping through your veins. The muscles in your body twitch as they swell with strength and power. And then you feel two hands touch you on the shoulders, and you hear Catherine's voice somewhere in the back of your mind. And she just says, stop it right now. Don't, stop.
Oh, wait, this was a mistake, wasn't it? Right, okay.
And you draw your eyes awake, and you lose all the power you were currently feeling and fall back to the ground. As you look over, you see the shocked faces of Br'aad and Taxi, and the inquisitive but slightly concerned face of Moy.
Br'aad claps.
I knew I could do it.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't do it again, I think.
That was awesome, dude.
No. What in the ever-loving evil was that?
I don't know.
He floated. This is so cool.
I did.
I had no idea. You could you float this whole time? You just wait until now to float?
I don't know, but I did it. No, yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, I've got some inner demons and stuff. Literal, a lot of inner demons.
You, bizarre. But I'd like to learn more. But later. And then his eyes kind of look over to his left behind Br'aad and looks at Hiltree. He looks at the still slightly there tumor on the side of the head that's gone down quite a bit since when you first met him, but it's still very prominent. He goes, is that your test goblin?
No, he's Hiltree. He's our friend.
What's a test goblin?
Well, some people use goblins for testing different chemicals, magic, stuff like that. They're a more esteemed rat, if you really think about it. But there's a lot of energy coming off that one.
No, that's pretty awful, actually.
Yeah, that was pretty terrible. Are we just gonna glaze over that? That feels kind of messed up.
I'm sorry, what are you referring to?
Well, this is Hiltree. This is Hiltree. Hiltree, say hi. Say hi to this guy. Once you get to know him, he's great.
I mean, there are intelligent goblins out there.
There are, but most of them aren't very intelligent, and, well, they make good lab rats. There's an abundance of them, especially in the woods nearby. They are, very dangerous and horny creatures.
Well, that's half of that Hiltree.
That does check out, yeah.
The breeding pools around here for goblins is quite too large, and their population needs to stop being on a decline. But that's neither here nor there. We won't get into the politics of the area. What I'm more getting at is the fact that this little one has a lot of magical energy just seeping off of him.
Yeah, he created a wall once and saved my life.
Created a bloody wall.
He's made a wall.
He just conjured a wall out of nowhere, and I lived because of it. So
that's
kind of an important asset of our team.
It's interesting. Would you be opposed to me inspecting and studying?
I mean, it's up to Hiltree, I think.
I'd rather not.
Well, I mean, would you be able to help this gross tumor? I mean, the thing.
The growth.
Large growth.
I could possibly, but I need to inspect it and see what's going on there. Even the shape of his cranium, it's not that of a normal goblin's. It's bizarre. Anyway, we'll look at that after the tour. Your group, you guys are just bunch of misfits. Anyway, where are we going next? What do you want to see? We have a few classrooms. I mean, I don't know if you want to see that or not.
If you could direct me to the druid, Br'aad branch
of
of the
course.
school.
We're currently on the 3rd floor west wing. So, in fact, if you just head up a single other floor and head to the eastern wing of the 4th floor there, that is where most of the druid activities and classrooms are.
We'll meet back up after.
I suppose so, yeah.
I just nervously nod at Silnan.
All right, then you three. What would you like to see?
Br'aad, anything in mind? I mean,
We have many different classes of magic here. Ones that deal with the illusion, ones that deal with conjuring, ones that deal with elements, controlling them. We have plenty of different things here. What do you want to see? What do you want to know about? Please, ask away.
I want to see some illusions. Yeah, Silman?
You'd like to see the illusion magic?
yeah.
That's not my specialty, but I can show you the area. The main professor for that branch of Arcana here is Mr. Finn Monaghan's his name. He is a bit of a kook, but when it comes down to illusionary abilities, he's surpassed the others. But I can show you his area. I don't know if he's in today. Classes aren't around really today. There's certain branches they have their off seasons, you see. With this many students and this many different lectures and areas, we have to do them in certain order, or else it's too much congestion for this one area.
Well, we'd love to see it.
Sure, I can show you right this way. He takes you up to the, he takes you down to the 2nd floor and goes to a southern wing of the building. And there is a very, very bizarre chandelier hanging in the main hall. It's made out of mirrors. So when you first approach, it looks like there's almost nothing there. The closer you walk, you start to see the edges of the panes, and it starts to form the shape of a dragon's head.
That's cool.
As you approach in, he takes you to a room where there is just a lot of examples, a lot of shelf items in a classroom. You see little vials of smoke on podiums. We can't see anything through them. You just see smoke moving up and down inside of them. You see little, almost aquarium-like boxes that have illusionary animals fighting or jumping around or doing different acrobatics in them. All of it fake, all of it illusions, but they seem to be kept there.
Okay.
Is there anything you're looking for specifically in this branch? Anything illusionary you're interested in?
I mean, I work in illusion magic, so I thought it could be interesting to see if there was anything I could pick up, but...
If you come around tomorrow in the morning, I do believe the good professor will be in. I don't think he's having any classes. I think he's just here to do some work, some paper studies. But...
Do we know when our boat takes off?
No idea.
Well, that's not good, is it?
Oh, that's right. You guys were here
No.
for one of the airships I invented, right?
Yes, yeah. I don't know why you had to include that you invented it. That seems kind of...
That is cool that you know. I think he deserves to include that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, never mind.
I don't see what you mean. I'm just proud of my accomplishments.
No, I'm proud of you too, man.
Yeah, I'm proud of you too.
Great.
But yes, he will be able to help you and possibly show you more. There is one more part of this area that you could see if you'd like. It's actually just out, and he points at the end of the hall past the chandelier and the rest of the doors. You see the set of double doors that lead outside. Well, you can tell by the window. There's a window that follows the arc of the double doors that's see-through. You can see the outside from. If you head out,
So there's nothing... Is there anything actually, like, in this illusion room besides illusions?
make an Arcana check.
Like anything tangible? 18?
18. Okay.
Because I'm not about to steal a box and walk outside and it's just a box, you know what I mean?
As you try to feel the room, you sort of try to sense any energies. You can tell that there's a very, very strong aura coming from behind the blackboard of the classroom.
Good to know. Okay.
He points out the door still. He goes, if you head out there to the outside grounds of this wing, they have an entire maze of illusions that is required for the students to be able to go through successfully without getting injured by any of the creatures in there and not being fooled by any of the puzzles, being able to solve them all and make it through before they're allowed to study here. If you'd like to look at it, you may. There's no creatures in it currently, but you're welcome to look at it.
That sounds like a great time. So
Yeah, I mean, sure.
If you're heading out there, is there anything else you might need? If you're heading out there, I might go ahead and take my leave. I have some papers I need to grade from the students. So
Are we allowed to roam around on our own? Like, do we not need to be
you,
accompanied?
you may roam around now as you wish, as it is the off hours of the school. Just be wary
Oh.
of the rules of laws. Don't cast any magic, because I may be lenient and I will just remove you from the area. But if one of the gods happen to see you, one of the sentries, if you will, they won't be so lenient, and you'll probably either have a few bones broken or you won't see the sun for a couple of days. So it's really your choice.
Huh. Yeah, no, of course. No, I mean, no, yeah.
Seems kind of excessive, but sure, yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoy. If you need anything, you can beckon for me. He points, and you notice in the hallway off one of the there's sort of this pillar. It's not really a pillar. It's more just a mounting on the wall that puts like a half pillar coming out of the wall. One of them has a compartment on it where it's just a small knob that you twist. He points to it and goes, "If you twist one of those and speak, the overheads can hear it. So if you need anything, you can use those. If you get lost, if you need guidance, if you need something, just please don't overuse it. We may have to remove you for being annoying."
We would never be annoying. Thank you so much. And I hold out my hand, still covered in a little bit of goop.
He casts
shake his hand.
precipitation on your hand before he shakes it and cleans it off.
Nice. Can I roll for a handshake again?
Yeah, go for it. Do a nice firm handshake this time. I believe in you.
What do I add?
Charisma mod.
8.
It was a pretty subpar handshake. It wasn't covered in any sort of mucus or slime now, but it was kind of just like a wet noodle.
Nice, dude.
I'll give him a nice old handshake too.
Okay. Do you want to roll
Yeah,
for it?
I re-roll when it lands on the side of the little thing.
That's a pretty good roll. 20 not natural.
20 not natural. It is a firm businessman's handshake. That is we're about to make a deal, no matter what you say kind of handshake. It's firm.
Peanuts!
It's precise. He gives you both a nod.
He falls in love.
I'll return to work. And he heads off.
Sounds good. I wait until he's out of the room,
Mhm.
and then I turn to Silnan and I say, "There's something magic behind the chalkboard. There's something magic back there. I'm sensing it. I'm picking up magic waves."
I look around. Is how many people are around us?
Make a perception check.
I think it's just us, right?
That is a not good one. No, actually 10.
Should
10?
save that not natural 20 for fucking this. Not a handshake.
Yeah, 10. You don't notice anybody in the room. No, there's nobody around.
What if there's like invisible people?
You're being ridiculous. Why would they do that? I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense at all. Let's look. Let's look behind the chalkboard.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I go to the chalkboard and I look behind it. And let it, like if it comes up.
Alarms blast off.
So you're reaching to pull the blackboard off, or what are you doing exactly?
Yeah, to see if it comes off.
It's a very big one. It's probably about like 11 feet in length. It's a good portion of the wall, so you can still try to lift on a corner and see if it comes off if you'd like.
No. Can I knock on it and see if it's hollow?
Sure. You go to knock on it, and you feel your finger start to pass through the blackboard. And when this happens, you get a flash of an image in your mind. There's imagery with it. You see a red X, and you see a disappointed face of some mysterious person flash in your mind really quickly. And you get a emotion coming through your head that you're being told not to do this.
Why would they have it on the chalkboard? People try to write on the chalkboard and they're just gonna go through it. It's so fucking dumb. I don't understand. Hey, Silnan, stick your hand in this chalkboard and tell me how you feel.
I put my hand through the chalkboard. I gotta touch it, I guess.
You go to touch it. Yeah, your hand starts to pass through it, and you get the same sort of wave of emotions pass through you as you start to. Do you continue?
I feel like I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, I also feel that same way. Hey, Hilltree.
Yeah. What?
You want to walk over through this chalkboard?
I can't really reach that.
Oh, we'll
No,
lift you.
oh, is it up there? I'll hoist you up. It's a magic secret. Only you can do the job.
Okay, so you pick up Hilltree,
Yep.
and then what?
I go, whoop, and I say, what do you see?
So, as you push Hilltree forward, you just see him just magically get absorbed through the blackness of the blackboard. And all you hear is him go, help!
I go, whoop, and I pull him back out. So what's in there?
Nothing.
What? Well, I turned him around. What do you mean nothing? You just screamed.
Whoa, scary. It's just black in there.
Those were muffled screams. What?
Are you sure that it's just black?
Yeah, I just saw Doc.
I cast prestidigitation and give him a little light. And then I shove him back in. No, you can see. What do you see?
Still nothing.
I pull him out. I set him down.
Didn't really work.
I stick my head in.
It's just as you look around, you can tell that you're in some sort of area, but it just feels like you're just in a giant dark room. Everywhere you look, it's just blackness. You don't feel any floor or anything around in front of you either. It just feels like an open black area.
Even with dark vision?
Even with dark vision.
And if I make a little fire, I can't say anything with it?
It just seems to be a very... It's almost void-like.
Oh
The
no.
entire campaign gets sucked in by a black hole.
I'm about to fall into the void, boys. I'm about to die. I pop back out. All right, Sylvan, maybe not what we're looking for. It's just the void. They just put the void behind the chalkboard in the school.
That's a little weird.
As you say that, you get another image flashing through your mind, Br'aad. You see a piece of chalk, and then the action of drawing that on the blackboard.
Hang on, I'm getting something. And I pick up the chalk and I poke it against the blackboard to see if it does anything.
It starts to make marks on the blackboard, like it's making contact.
Oh, I see. All right, hey, Sylvan, take this. Draw something.
I draw
What do you draw?
a dog. Really poorly.
No, can it be really good because you fucking have the stone or whatever?
Can I roll for it?
Yeah, how do we roll for art?
Probably performance.
I was
right?
gonna say performance. Go ahead.
Okay.
Doesn't mean it's gonna be like an amazing fucking Picasso work of art, but
I mean, it's a 17 plus 3.
yeah.
So
20
right,
not net.
Picasso.
It's not gonna be a Picasso because you don't have that skill set. But it's really good for your skill set. You draw a pretty damn good looking dog. You're pretty proud of it.
it's pretty well shaded. It's nice.
All right, now put your head in the dog. Put your head in the dog. Put your head in the dog. Look through the dog.
I put my head in the dog.
As you put your head through the blackboard, you look around into the black void and you see off in the distance a dog of the same color of the chalk running across the void.
Oh, hey, there's a dog in there now.
I make a... What do I draw?
1 second, I have an idea.
I give the dog wings.
Oh,
You draw wings on the dog?
Yeah, I do.
Are they just really poorly drawn wings on this nice
Yeah.
dog? Nice.
They're huge.
Yeah. So you draw giant, weirdly shaped wings, and then when you peek your head through, you see the dog there with the wings the same exact shape, even how they're misdrawn and not correct and not even proportionate on the back of the dog, and it's trying to flap them, but they're not really working because they're incorrect sizes.
What have I done? What have I made?
You also,
Oh,
and you look
okay.
to your left, and you can see the dots that you poked onto it with the chalk originally, and you see a couple of stars off in the distance.
How realistic
Huh.
does this dog look?
Not realistic at all. It looks like the drawing, just
Okay.
3D.
It looks like the drawing. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we can really do much with this. I was gonna say like we just draw $1 million and then reach in
I mean,
and take
yeah,
$1
that's
million.
what I was gonna say that
But they
too.
probably would have thought of that if you could do that.
What if we? No, yeah. What if we? No. Yeah.
No,
What
say it.
What if we? No.
No,
Yeah.
say it. Say it. What are you thinking?
What if we tried anyway?
All right.
You get an idea in your mind that you really shouldn't try that.
Never mind. I just got an idea in my mind. I shouldn't try that. I don't know what that
Really?
means exactly, but
Because I think we should.
I don't know. Like, there's not much we can really do with this. What do you want to do, bro?
Want want to go look around for things that are more valuable than this poor? I'm going to take the wings off. I feel really fucking shitty, so I feel terrible.
Yeah, you erase the wings off, and then the dog no longer has the wings when you peek through.
Okay.
All right. I feel like he needs a friend.
Yeah.
I draw a dog to be his friend.
No, I draw a
Performance
cat.
Performance check, Br'aad.
15.
In total? It's a
Yeah.
good looking dog. I was really hoping you'd roll low. It's a really shitty looking dog next to a decent dog.
Yeah, I was really hoping so too.
Oh, no,
but,
15. It's a pretty average looking dog. And yeah, they start romping around together, like jumping around, playing, being very playful. And then as you're peeking your head through, you start to see grass start to be drawn underneath the dogs, and then a little tree, like slowly being traced as you're peeking through.
Whoa.
Wait, and then I go out. Is there someone else drawing? Or
You
no?
see a something flying actually next to you with a piece of chalk wrapped around its scorpion-like tail. You see a dragon, but only about 7 to 8 inches in length. This very small dragon with a scorpion-like tail, and it's wrapping it around the chalk and drawing with it.
Silnan, I found a Silnan, it's a dragon. Silnan, there's a
Yeah,
I don't want
it's
to
a
alarm
dragon.
you, but there's a dragon. And it's gonna be really scary, but you're gonna pull your head out, you're gonna have to remain calm.
The dragon, its eyes look over at you, even with no emotion on the face of this reptile. You can tell it's more of a shit-eating look as it looks over at you, Br'aad, and you get the idea that it can understand what you're saying.
Oh, this motherfucker intelligent. Alright.
Yes, dragons are intelligent.
Oh, he's a little one.
So, little dragon doesn't mean he's a small and stupid dragon.
No, well, okay, he's giving me a shitty look. Okay, that's fine. That's
This
fine.
is dead ass the
I draw-
professor of this class, and you guys are just fucking with their chalkboard. It's fine.
The little dragon is mostly a very dark blue, almost like in a black. It looks almost black, but in certain light you can see the bluish hue in the scales with occasional yellow accents.
And he's got a bow tie.
He does not have a bow tie. He does not.
Yeah, he does.
No.
He does
Yeah, he
not.
does.
Sorry, he's not wearing
He's
any
gotta have-
attire.
Why not?
Because he doesn't.
Put a bow tie on a dragon.
No.
Put it on a dragon.
No.
I draw a bow tie on the dragon.
The dragon's real. He's not in the chalkboard. He's not in the chalk zone. He's real.
I draw a bow tie.
Damn it, I want to be in the chalk zone.
Damn it, dude. I want to be in the chalk zone. You draw a floating bow
let's go to chalk zone.
tie. Jumping in.
Let's get the chalk.
The dragon, the small dragon sets the chalk back down, and then it flies over and sits itself on the desk, resting almost like a pet on the edge of it. And just kind of like it lays its head down on its claws and just kind of stares at you guys while you stand there.
So that's probably the professor's
Pet,
familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, or familiar, whatever, same thing, right?
No, it's magic, Silman. What do you say we look around the other parts of the school and see if we can't find anything interesting? I think we've probably just drawn dogs for long enough.
No, let's do that. Yeah. Can we can we make fast this part?
Make fast? What do you guys want to go look around somewhere else?
I want to peruse the entire school and tell me the most valuable things that we can steal.
Okay, we'll get to that. Mountain Velrisa, you wonderful
Mountain
people.
Br'aad?
Velrisa, you head to the 3rd level with Mountain and Chirp in tow. And you see this is mostly a market district. You can see small tunnels actually that go down the walkway. Just half circle like stone tunnels that you walk in. And when you walk inside, the walls of it have little stalls built into them with people standing in them. You see people selling cloth of different colors and material, jewelry. You see people selling their art, armor, weapons. It seems to be just market stalls for quite a while with a variety of things.
Right.
What are you looking for exactly?
I want to look at like a magic shop.
Okay. As you're looking around looking for anything that screams magical, you do see a man sitting in a stall by himself. The stall is very bare with next to nothing on it, and the man is wearing a dark purple robe that covers his face, and it's you don't get any facial features from him. He's standing straight, very stoic with his arms crossed like this underneath the robe sleeves, not moving.
So he doesn't really have much on his table, or
There's nothing on the table, but you sense a magic aura coming from that area.
All right, I approach him.
Okay.
Hi, nice to meet you.
The figure slowly starts to look up. It takes its hands out of the sleeves and starts to clench its fist a little bit. You can hear the cracking of the fingers as it does. It reaches up to pull the hood off, and as it starts to pull it off, you see bone. Just bone. And then it's a skull. No skin. No muscle. Just a skull. And as it slowly peels the hood back, he goes, "Certainly, how can I help you?"
Ghost Rider.
Do you sell anything here?
Only an arm and a leg, and he pulls his arm off and kind of waves it around in the air. I'm messing with you, of course. What do you want? What do you need?
Well, I was coming here to possibly look around for something magic, you know?
Magic. Yes. Sparkly. Boom, boom. Crazy, right? What do you want?
Right.
What do you need?
I love this character.
And
already
anything.
right
I just
there.
want to know. I just want to look around. I just want to see something.
Well, Quinn does kind of like you. You're interesting looking folk. I like you. You're not human. That's good. Step 1. Plus. Perfect. Metal Man, he's not coming with us. I don't like him. He doesn't have a heart. I don't
What's
trust
wrong
him.
with Metal Man?
He doesn't have a heart. I don't trust that.
Do you have a heart, dude? I'm not there.
Right. I suppose you can stay outside.
Chirp just kind of goes, "I don't like the Bone Man, but I guess I'll comply." And then he just turns around and starts walking away. The skeleton, then, he actually pulls the rope completely off, and all he is wearing is a bow tie.
Yes!
There is just
Fuck yeah, dude.
As he pulls the ropes off, I hide my eyes for a second.
there is just a black bow tie with a blue stripe that circulates through it. And then as he pulls the robe all the way off, he picks up a top hat off the ground and he quickly fits it to the top of his skull.
Why is this the best character you've ever made?
He goes, "So, if you're ready, you can come with me, and I'll show you Quinn's Magical Emporium." How's that sound?
I look at Mountain. Would you like to come in with me?
I don't
Come
know.
on, Mountain. You're bad to the bone.
Are
Yeah, you know
scared?
what? I'll come inside.
Alright.
Just in case.
I love it. Perfect. And then he snaps his very bony fingers, and as he does, a bagpipe forms onto his rib cage, and he begins to play it. And as he
What the
plays the
fuck?
bagpipe, as he plays it, a door opens behind him, and all you can see inside of it is just a blue swirling energy going back behind the door. And he starts slowly backstepping with a little bit of a jig in his step as he backs into the door, still playing the bagpipe.
I follow him, and I don't know if Mountain does.
I kind of step towards the portal a little bit, and then I look over to Chirp and just say,
Can you watch Jack for a little bit while I go in here?
The dog will stay with me.
Okay.
and I kind of like step towards the portal a little bit, poke my finger in, maybe test the water.
As you go to poke your finger and you get sucked in immediately,
Oh,
and your whole
fuck.
body gets pulled into the vortex. It's a little disorientating, pretty nausea. You guys have been teleported before, but it's never been like
Yeah.
this. It's fast. It's hectic. You're spinning. You can feel your guts just wrenching around your body. You want to vomit. It feels like a roller coaster that just never stops. And then eventually, you feel your feet hit ground, almost like you're running at full speed. You just stop immediately. Your whole body jolts forward for a second. And you're standing in this giant Colosseum-like building. You look around and you see shelves and shelves of displays of different items, robes, clothes. They're all vibrant and pretty on these shelves. And you look back in front of you and you see the skeleton with his hat off, waving it and doing a little bow. And then he clicks his teeth together and puts it back on. Well, welcome. Here we are.
We're both. I'm shocked. I'm very stunned.
Yeah, I'm just being quiet.
Is this your shop?
This is indeed Quinn's Magical Emporium.
Where's this located?
Oh, it's just a few planes away from where we were before. It's a quick little, skip and a jog. It's It's whatever. What do you want?
Right. Perhaps maybe a new cape. Can we start there?
Haha, capes. Capes are right this way. And then he turns around and starts walking into
Yeah,
one
they
of
are.
the sections of the building.
So zany.
And as you follow this odd skeletal man, as he happily dances into the next room of his bizarre emporium. This is where we're going to end the episode.
But hey, thank you to our patrons. You're all pretty fucking cool. Alexander Coin. I'm not gonna continue at that pace because that'd be really slow. Anastasia Purple, Andrew Gorgiu, Bearda Baguette, Ben Teabag, Bitchy Boy, Br'aad. 1 second. I don't know. Is that supposed to be a burp? I don't fucking know what I'm trying to do, man. Maybe they're gonna unpatron because I just burped their name. I probably would. That's for sure. Hey, Br'aad was the actual name, I'm pretty sure. It goes on too long. It doesn't actually show the D. Why am I talking so much about this one name? Who knows? Cadis. Thank you. Caro. I'm going to pronounce everything wrong. I'm in a rush. Colton Bradburn. Coric. Darnell the Cat. Desert Pen 15. Not going to get me this time. Divinator. Erusian Battleship. Tanager. Evil Timo, Ethor Haraldson, Helios, Hard Corgi, Hyuse, Hyper Retron, Jay Newell, Jessifer, Josh Bajarski, Justice for Iron Bucket. I don't know how many times I can tell you, but he's probably dead. You know, I bit him and now he had an infection and rabies. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. What do you want from me? Katie Bean. Mania Joe, Millionito, Melissa Honeycutt, Mirth Alders, Mohammed 107, Mr. Woods, Oathkeeper, Sock Thief, Pie Incorporated. I got this one this time. Posias, right? I got it. Yeah, I saw you saying I fucked it up last time. I got it this time. Regs, Rassy 19, Salutation. Slatica Gaming, Sneaky Cactus, Tate Roton, Taxi's Drow. Yeah, you want him to come back. I know who that is. Listen, I don't know what to tell you. He's probably never coming back. Maybe he will though. Maybe Jared has something up his sleeve for good old Cab, as everybody calls him now. Yeah, Tiny Mr. Man, Trenton Chick, Vatic, Wholesome __. Wilbur Dunham and Yeshua Bonadio. Thank you guys so much for being patrons. I would do more with this, except it is literally 2 p.m. on Monday, the day it's supposed to be uploaded. Oops. Thank you for being patrons, guys. I love you all very much. You're all great people, and it seriously means the world to me that you support the podcast like this. Because it helps us do things, and now I get paid for my editing work on this, and it's less, you know, I can actually justify doing it. Hell yeah. Anyway, goodbye. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. See you in 2 weeks. Maybe less. Who knows? Wow.